Yo, squad, checking in with you. I know that for a lot of you on the 7-day exam plan, it is your first exam coming up today, and I just wanted to check in and get this to you in time, just to make sure that we're grounded in the basics of exams going into this first and second and third exam early this week. So, looking at the 15-point manifesto from day 7, the exam technique manifesto. Don't worry if you haven't gone through it in great detail, because I'm going to pull out 3 key points you can use right now in your exam, and it's just going to help you. I know you're probably worrying about all the information and how you're going to remember it all, but trust me, if you've done the work, it's going to be there for you in the situation. You just need to make sure you're doing the basics so that you actually allow yourself to present that information in a way the examiner is going to mark as correct. So there's 3 things I think you really need to focus on. And if you do this, you're going to stand a much better chance of being able to deliver what you actually know. The first is simple, but so important. Read questions properly. Look, today when the examiner says start, there's going to be all this noise of paper turning over. You've probably heard it before. And everybody's going to start rushing through stuff, and there's going to be a lot of smart students who have done a lot of work who get questions wrong because they don't read them properly, and they allow that pressure and that panic and that kind of speed of everybody else really, frenetically turning paper around them affect them. Relax, read questions properly, run your own race, make sure you read the question right so you can deliver the answer in the way the examiner wants to see it. Secondly, tell the time properly. With pressure, all kinds of things can happen. People misread the time, they forget to look at the time, all these different things. Just, do what we said we were going to do. In your paper, write down the different sections when you're going to have a look up, and when you look at the time, read it properly. Make sure you know, okay, this is when I finish, this is where I am currently, and read the time properly. And then you know, okay, I've got 45 left, I've got 50 left, I'm on track, or I need to speed up a bit, or actually I could slow down a bit. That kind of approach is, and just doing it correctly and pausing to think, am I reading this time properly, is so important, because weird things can happen in exams sometimes. And the third and final thing I think you need to focus on is always think from the examiner's perspective. Always think, okay, am I giving them the marks? Because remember, that's what you're about. You're not trying to prove that you're massively intelligent or anything. You're trying to give them the marks. Give them what they want to mark as correct. Remember, they're going to be marking thousands and thousands and thousands of papers. You just need to give them the right answers. Doesn't matter how, as long as it's right, it's right. Keep it concise, keep it brief. Give them the exact thing they want to see that you've identified in the mark schemes, and you'll be good going forward. So remember those 3 things, and remember, just stay calm. You've done the work. Relax, and you've put in more prep than most people. So if people are panicking and getting flustered outside the exam, in the exam, you don't need to worry about any of that, because you've prepared completely differently to them, and because of that, you're in a much stronger position to succeed, and you should know that before you go into your first exam. Okay, I'm checking out. Have a cracker, and leave it all out there today.